Welcome to Phya's Playhouse. I'm your girl, Phya Storm, Brooklyn's finest, PHYASTORM. You can find me on all socials under Phya Storm. We talk about all things pop culture. We don't talk about politics here, and we also shine a light on new artists. So I look forward to educating, entertaining, and making you aware of some of the cool people that I know and some of the cool things that I know. But this is a two-way street, right? So help me help you. My new co-host, I want to introduce you to her. Her name is Priscilla Hemingway, right? Priscilla Hemingway, aka Miss Prissy. Welcome to Phya's Playhouse. Hemingway is such like a very fancy name, like it's bringing like Rockefeller, like the Carringtons, like it's bringing all of that. Tell us about who you are.
Okay, so
and what you bring to the table.
What I bring to the table. Okay, so well, I'm a travel nurse. I've been traveling for about 9 years. Pre-COVID, I started, and during COVID was the peak. And then now I'm still traveling. Currently, I travel, but I'm stationed more in New Jersey now. So I do post-op care, meaning like if someone wants their surgery done, they need a nurse to travel with them, or they need services provided, like IV hydration or any type of massage, I can travel to them. So I do a multitude of different things. But
pause, because to some people, they're going to take that a certain way. So clear talk makes for clear understanding.
What should I say?
You said, I do a multitude
so take
of things.
That out. So
no, we're not taking that out. We're going to leave that in there, darling.
What?
You said, I do a multitude of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Phya's Playhouse. This is not pillow talk.
Okay. So we still filming. Oh.
We are.
Okay. So, because I don't.
So people can hire you. You're a private nurse.
Yes.
Okay. So you can be hired as a private nurse. So what if they're really not sick, but they just want someone to tend to them? Can they still does it take a referral?
Okay. So I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York.
BK
in the house. I'm a travel nurse. So I've been traveling for the last 9 years. Currently, I reside in the New York, New Jersey area. So I do cases, private nurse cases, and I also travel with people for like if they're having surgery, they need a private nurse. I do post-op care, lymphatic drain massages, whatever your needs are, I'm there to help do whatever it is.
Whatever their needs are?
As far as medical purposes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But I was thinking though, but can someone hire a private nurse? They're not sick, but they just want a beautiful nurse to cater to them.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you would be available for that.
That's also like mental. I've also been a nurse that do psych, so they might need a mental evaluation.
Oh,
and I can assist with that.
I have a few people that I can refer you that need mental psych evaluations.
Yes, they might need the extra love and care.
I won't name names, but
so I can be able to assist depending on the needs.
Can you make referrals for people who need to go to the G building?
Absolutely.
Okay. I got a name for you on that one. Speaking of like crazy people, right?
Yes.
Have you been keeping up with the news this week? There's a lot going on.
We have, yes.
Can we talk about Cardi B and Offset?
Absolutely.
What do you think about that? Did you see the video?
I saw many of the videos.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
What's your opinion on that?
So, I feel like Offset he's literally disrespected her on so many levels because Cardi B allowed it, which is what us women do. When we love someone, we love them with our whole hearts.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't make the best decisions while we're in love because I'm guilty of it as well. So I feel like the part about being intimate while you're pregnant is a little raunchy and harsh.
That's harsh.
It's for my taste.
I think that when a woman is able to go to that level, like that's not low. Yeah, that's like gutter
trash. Yes, but she was hurt, and she's thriving off of a hurt place. Yeah, so she's not thinking.
But then I also think too, some things, as you mentioned, have to be kept on the inside because not only are you sharing this to hurt someone, but then what about your potential prospects?
Right, and you have
now that they're going to be turned off by that. Right. So, but I love Cardi B. I love Offset. I hate that she's here in this space, but the fashions that she showed up with Oh my goodness, she's using it. It's inspiring her to like step her game up, which is good. Like that's what we do, right?
That's what happened.
Last time
Mutual.
I mean, everybody's going through a breakup, right? The
Mhm.
last time you went through a breakup, what was it that helped you get over?
That's when I started making money. I started like really started travel nursing, and I started really like just working 90 hours a week, even
Throwing
like
yourself into your work.
throwing myself into my career,
Yeah.
pretty much. And that just I was able to self-soothe by getting myself what I want, traveling here, just self-care.
Yeah, I think that's important.
You
Yeah.
know?
So what recommendations or advice would you give to Haley now?
Haley, I actually like her.
I like
a
her
lot.
too, and I hate that she just separated from her boyfriend again after having a baby. What's going on with these women?
The thing is, when I knew she was dating him, I said, okay, great. Okay, I'm not a big fan of him, but I'm a good fan of a great
Who
fan
was
of
he
her.
before her?
Not really anyone that I know of.
Yeah.
So, but I always loved her. So then I said, okay, maybe, we'll see. When she got pregnant, I said, oh, no.
She hid it very well. She hid her pregnancy very well.
I could tell. But then, when then she came out with it, I said, oh, no.
Yeah.
That's probably why she hid it, because she just knew it wasn't right.
Well, maybe she knew he wasn't right.
He wasn't
for
right
her.
for
But
her.
now it seems like he's on this quest for fame. And I think that's the worst thing in a relationship, right? Is one, to have an embarrassing man, right? To have a man embarrass you publicly, right? I think that's the most horrible thing in the world. But then second of all, it seems like to me, he really wants what she has. He wants the fame and the success and the public to love him the way that we love her.
So he piggybacks off of her.
Well, he's attempting to, but it's not going to work well for him. He's going to crash down because he has nothing to offer. One, he's not even good looking.
Absolutely not.
And then two, what is his talent? It's not like, who is it, Phya Mowry, her husband?
And her husband,
is a brilliant
He was
actor.
the actor, yeah.
Brilliant actor, right? But this guy brings nothing to the table.
No, he doesn't.
No, but he's a good father. I will say that.
Yeah, that part, because I follow them and I
Yeah.
do see the snaps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's a great dad. But beyond that, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I feel like it's a disservice. Kids need two family households.
Yeah, two-parent households.
This is something that's like, especially he's a boy,
Yeah.
He needs to see his
Hopefully
dad
they're
in
able
the
to
house.
co-parent.
Hopefully
they
can
are.
co-parent.
But that's difficult. I mean, I have to do that, had to do that. That's
so
a
have
whole
I.
nother show.
That's a whole nother entirely.
Yeah.
Another show.
Right, because you want to make sure you have healthy kids, but you also want to make sure you have sane kids.
Right.
But
And
if
you
one parent is crazy, what can you do?
What do you do? Exactly.
What do you do?
Exactly.
So-
And I wasn't the crazy one. So in my case, I had to sustain.
Allegedly.
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 So I
we
had
don't know
to
that. There's two sides to
sustain
every story,
my
people.
sanity
Yeah.
in the presence of it all.
Yeah. So we are in New York City. And the mayor of New York City, Mayor Adams, has been allegedly taking funds or accepting bribes, accepting gifts from the Turks, right? He's given them favor, pay for play, quid pro quo. What do you think is going to happen with that? Do you think that the mayor will be unseated by the governor? I mean, right now, he hasn't actually admitted to doing anything wrong.
And why would he? Unless he's caught
Because they have
red-handed.
receipts, darling.
Well, he has receipts, but he might plead the fifth. I mean,
can't.
because literally
Took stuff.
he did. But sometimes people, even with it right in front of their faces, they still continue to not be accountable.
Yeah.
So let's just hope.
And then the jury will
that
say,
he-
guess what?
Right. Regardless of what you're
Guilty.
guilty.
Yeah.
Because we have receipts.
Yeah. So this is going to be a crazy time. And I think, though,
Yeah.
for me, can we talk about for me, my perspective on it is that, again, we have someone who is in a position of power and they have possibly abused that power. Does that remind you of someone else that has a lot of allegations? I think 100 were released this week to include a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Absolutely.
Can you name the name?
P. City.
Yeah. Like, what is going on with our people?
I don't know, but it's very sad. I mean, I already knew it was when the SIHI, T hit
We
the
can say
fan.
shit.
Okay, just
Yeah,
making sure.
we can say shit.
When it hit the fan, I already kind of knew it was gonna go, wild. But I
Yeah.
didn't have any clue it would be to that magnitude.
I don't think
Allegedly,
I don't
it
think
was
the 6-year-old and the 9-year-old is. I mean, again, when you
And
put yourself,
allegedly a pregnant young lady as well that was 15.
that story we knew about.
Really.
Oh, 15-year-old? No.
She's young. She's a minor and she's pregnant. So
By Puffy?
She wasn't pregnant by him, but she was pregnant while the acts were done because they were drinking.
So I think
and
too,
doing
though.
things
I think
and
too,
drugs.
though, when you put yourself in a position, right, in things that maybe you shouldn't be, when you put yourself in position like that, anything that comes to you can stick to you. So he may not be guilty of like half of this stuff, but because he's put himself and allowed himself to be in this position, he's going to have to fight his way through it.
But you know what? I want to know, where are these parents? I feel they should be accountable because at the end
They were
of
at the party. They were at the freak
and that
offs.
is my point. My 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old will not be out of my eyesight. I don't care who you are.
But then you have to think of the mindset of the parent, right? Like think about Justin Bieber's parents. Think about Aaliyah's parents,
I totally
where
get
allegedly Aaliyah's mother was also in a relationship with R. Kelly. But they're on the quest for fame.
And that's fine, but
people around Michael Jackson,
my
right? They have
child
access to these stars that with like, the touch of the magic wand, they have fame, they have money. So they're like, go.
They're stuck.
So now Justin Bieber is catching a lot of heat because allegedly there's some things that went on at Uncle Puff's house
with him as well when he was very young.
Yeah. So he's not looking good these days. Not looking good these days.
Video and my heart goes out to him. I love his music. Usher as well.
Whole nother story.
A whole nother story. It's just all these things.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do?
What we do is we focus on our business. That's what we do. We stay with our nose to the grind. We focus on our business. And coming up, I'm going to introduce a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous young lady who's going to talk to us about entrepreneurship and things of that nature. Phya's Playhouse, we're back, lady. Everything is coming up. Roses, rosé, champagne. Shout out to IMI Studios. Shout out to Randy, our new production assistant. Shout out to Wiley, our engineer. Shout out to Miss Prissy for being in the building to co-host here with me. And I want to introduce you to our guest host for today, the beautiful, beautiful, my heart, KD Wilson, my sister. Have some champagne, darling. I'll pour while you introduce yourself to the world. She's already been introduced to the world, but go.
She's so sweet. So I'm KD Wilson, business consultant. Usually deal with C-suite executives, and I like national politics as well. Those are good clients to have.
C-suite.
So if there's a problem, I'm definitely the fixer. Olivia Pope before Olivia Pope, I guess.
Yes. I know you have a white hat somewhere. So C-suite, that's where the money is. That's the sweet spot.
C-suite is where the decisions are made.
Yeah.
So
we're going to get into that. Yeah, we're going to get into that. And I want to, again, welcome my beautiful co-host, Miss Priscilla Hemingway, a.k.a. Miss Prissy. Are you down for some champagne, darling?
Absolutely. Yes.
Allow me.
Yes, darling.
Clink, clink, clink.
Love
they say you're supposed to put your finger in it, too. Does anybody try that trick?
No, I'm just a tilt the glass.
No. Yeah, exactly. That's like,
I'm a tilt the glass.
I would think that would be like so gross if you're outside.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is this
Don't
enough,
put your finger in my drink.
That's too much?
That's perfect. Thank you.
I'll have hers.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Well, cheers, ladies. We're definitely going to do a cheers. Clink. She's preparing herself.
Cheers.
We'll get a real one when we get up. But I want to talk about.
You have to drink after.
Oh
cheers.
yeah, you never put a glass down. This is so good. This
Nice
is actually my
sweet.
favorite champagne.
I gotta get some of that.
Absolutely, I can drink this whole entire bottle by myself. Okay, so let's get into this business.
Okay.
There are women out here, and there are men out here that are interested in starting a business, or perhaps they have a business and they are very overwhelmed. So I want you to walk somebody through the necessary mindset it requires to start a business.
The mindset. You've got to be willing to give yourself more than you were willing to give your job. I remember leaving corporate America. I worked harder for myself than I ever did then, but it was worth the investment. So that was the first thing. I had a career where I slept 4 hours a day.
4 hours. So you were
Entertainment
giving more to
business.
corporate than you were
It
to
wasn't
yourself.
corporate, but it was a business. And based on the things that I needed to do, the hours I had to give it, I was sleeping 4 hours a day because I had to do things during the day. I had to do things during the nighttime.
Right.
I also see a lot of people driven by passion projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to bring you any money.
Mm.
So are you working on something that is sustainable overall? That's a part. So now we figure out the business. It's not difficult. You also have to be committed to reading. You cannot watch everybody's TikTok and become the next CEO of GE. Like, it's just not going to happen.
So to that point, when you say reading, you mean education, taking time out to find the right resources to educate yourself on business. Now, do you have any recommendations on what platforms or books that people should be checking for?
There are books on anything you're interested in doing. It's about really wanting to find and spend the time. And everything does not cost money. You've got a million people out here selling you their credit program, this program. You can file your LLC on your own. You can sit and look at the difference between an LLC, an S Corp, and see what's going to benefit you. Do you incorporate in New York? Do you incorporate in Delaware? What makes sense for you and what your needs are and what you're trying to grow to? Son, on the other hand, he came to me at 5 and he said, I want to work. And I was like,
Oh, 5 and he wants to work?
because
My kind of kid.
his uncles.
Oh,
We're men.
yes. See,
And he was even able to tell me,
the role models that he had,
my
the people
family
you have to
on
look
2
up
different
to.
sides, they don't function the same.
Yeah.
I see these men, they
Wow.
provide.
Yeah.
They keep a home for their family.
Mm-hmm.
My father was a big influence on him, and so he saw men to do certain things as men, right?
Beautiful.
So the thing is, you're planting seeds. My son had chores at 3 years old.
What?
The garbage was his,
At 3?
yeah. He's smart enough to
The
do a lot of
garbage
other
is bigger
things.
than him.
No, it wasn't. He knew how to pull it down the stairs, outside,
Oh.
lift the top off the pail, and put it in.
Kids
Very
are very
nice.
brilliant.
Very nice.
They can do
Toddlers.
anything
Very
they wanna
nice.
do.
Yes,
Very
they're
nice.
geniuses. Damn near. They're like they're you learn the most in your first 5 years. So teaching him how to take the garbage out,
Right, but it's a beginning, right?
that's a beginning.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the great beginning.
And
Yeah.
so the other part is we want to give our children everything. We want them to have so much more than we did.
Right.
I don't think any parent stops to say, so if I die tomorrow, who's just giving my kids something?
Yeah,
And
because
your
that's
aunts
not
and
gonna
grandmothers
happen.
may love them, but
They're not going
they're
to
not
be
just
gonna
mommy.
giving
happen.
them things.
Right.
Right. So now in my house, it's not just good grades because the hood was, oh, my kid gets it. That's fabulous. What is your grades like? What is your behavior like? How do you contribute to the household you live in?
Right. So you
And
run
your
your household
attitude.
like a business.
Pretty much, or
Yeah.
expectations.
Yeah.
I got expectations of you.
Right. Right.
You have expectations
You
of
have
me,
to
right?
deliver.
You're going to eat when you get home. There's going to be
Right.
some snacks,
Right.
Exactly.
little pocket change.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have
You
to
know?
be accountable.
Yeah.
Which is
There
great.
we go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And
that's
particularly
beautiful.
with boys, I think women of color have a tendency to love their sons and raise their daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes it bad is if we know how these men came up short for us, where's our responsibility in raising better ones? So
Ooh,
I
say
have
that again.
always
I would
lived
say, like, if I
Listen.
didn't have something in my glass, that's a pour. That's
I'm
a
just
whole
saying.
pour. That's a whole
Absolutely.
nother show.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, so this is part of it. Like academically, you can have great grades. And I had an ex, and he said to me, I date these women. They've got degrees. They've got these jobs. And he's like, but I don't understand. There's all these things missing. I was like, they got those degrees to get those jobs to get money to buy things. That doesn't allow a person to be cultured or to have class, right? So like these are the things. So you're pouring grades in, you're pouring class in, you're pouring culture in, and most of that comes from experiences, not buying things.
Right. I agree. But this is why you're the expert at what you do and the book that you're writing. This is who I come to when it comes to me dealing with, some issues that I have with my child.
Yeah.
This is my go-to person for that. So I am not surprised that you're writing a book. I think you'll be very successful. I also see workshops in your future for this because people, again, are lazy readers. They want information now.
So the interesting thing, my local school district was supposed to hire me over and over and over again, and I had people on the school board that were like, we want Parent University. And I thought that was the best thing ever.
Oh, I like
because
that. Parent
I feel like
University.
we don't
like
share
that.
the information.
Yeah.
I feel other cultures are readily like here. And that's one reason I always got you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know you work hard. I
Love
know
her.
you want the best for your
I
son.
absolutely
And
adore her.
as women, right, I was raised by men. I am who I am because of my father, right?
Wow.
So at the end of the day, men have a certain level of camaraderie that I noticed not to be there with women. We won't check each other, right? So like you're acting up this week, your dog you've had forever is getting ready to die. So you're treating your man like shit, right? Guess what, girl? The dog is gonna die. Your man still needs to be here. stop your BS. And oftentimes other women will watch you do the worst shit with your man and not say, hold up, put your brakes on. Pick your battle.
That's so
Everything ain't a
important.
war.
That's so important. Everything
True.
isn't a war. Everything is not a war. That's really important. We have to pick and choose our battles.
And we need to give each other
Absolutely.
better advice as to what the outcome can be.
Yeah, yeah.
And the same thing goes for our businesses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other thing with business, are you putting yourself in the room with people who've been successful in the arena that you want to thrive in?
Mm-hmm.
That's really important.
Yeah, I agree.
We
I
talk
agree.
about that often.
Yeah.
About how you have to people who surround you, your settings. That's really important.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. A lot of times, though, I can speak for myself when it comes to my business, and I'm actually launching a body and beauty brand. I do give more time to my 9-to-5 job versus my brand. So what are some tactics or tricks that you can share to help people who become overwhelmed, like having all these other things that distract you from putting your full attention into your business?
Okay, so let's first evaluate what are the needs that you have in the beauty process that you're not meeting. Can you find an intern, someone in college who's working towards or has an interest where they can take a couple of these tasks
That's a good
off the
point.
table for you?
That's a good.
I love to
idea.
incentivize myself because I do everything for everybody else, right? So I'd be like, you know what?
Don't we?
Yeah,
I really
it's
need to do
true.
X, Y, Z, but I need to accomplish this, and this, and then when I do it, I can do that for me on Friday.
And that's where
Yeah,
I go
so it's
wrong
like
because
rewarding
I try
yourself.
to do everything on my own.
Yeah,
I need to stop that.
yeah. I'm gonna
No,
drink
and
to that.
the hardest thing that I had to learn in life overall was how to ask for help. I did not know how to
That's
do it
hard
because
for me.
everyone leaned on me.
I just want to say, like, there is a lot of beauty and booty and brains at this table. I just want to
is
definitely
true.
like call that
Period.
out. Like, first of all, like all of this gorgeousness and
You
the
need like
fact
triple
that
V shirts now.
girl, like this is why I do what I do, because I want to share my friends with you. I want you to receive this information, receive this education, and receive this entertainment, because that's what Phya's Playhouse is all about. So let's go back to KD and talking about how people can navigate being overwhelmed with the distractors in their life.
Again,
'Cause that's the theme for today, I think.
Right.
Go
so
ahead.
being overwhelmed, and I'm going through it. I just need right now, like I'm setting up 3 interns, but I think you need to identify what's overwhelming you. You know, what are your next goals in your business? Now, can you find someone at a college level, junior, senior, who's a great student who has an interest in what you want to do? And maybe bring them in. If you've got the money to pay them, pay their transportation back and forth, you can get these things off your plate, freeing up other time. My other thing is I believe in incentivizing. Incentivize
I
my
love
children,
that
incentivize
idea.
myself.
I love that idea.
Right, 'cause
So
I don't
after
do enough for me, right? So if I know I really want this day to do X, Y, Z, I need to knock these 3 things down so I can get to that day.
Absolutely.
and then you reward yourself.
Definitely.
I love that idea.
And some things when I finish are rewards, right? So let me give you this. I have custom bedding being done for my room, for my bed. I'm doing it. I just need to get to my day of cutting and then putting everything together. The incentive is when it's finished, it's going to look amazing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing like it in any store.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Right.
I received this because I've been struggling with getting things done for my business, but also in the house, right? Because there's so much going on. I'm being pulled this way, being pulled that way. How about you, Miss Prissy?
Absolutely. When I moved into my condo, I literally moved in, threw everything out, and I started over fresh. And I wanted to get someone to help me decorate, but it's extremely pricey to find an interior decorator, and I have really, really expensive taste. So I thought to myself, and plus I'm trying to, get my business going. I have a lot of things going on at the moment. So I said to myself, I like different things. Let me do it for myself. So I did it. So I got all my pieces. I got vendors. So when you put your mind to something, you could do anything because it looks like Barbie's Playhouse. That's like my little. That's
Oh,
what
nice. Like
Trust me,
Phya's
ladies.
Playhouse?
Yes,
Yes.
on the balcony, sipping, our wine, like by the pool. It's just everything I have set up is so decorative. And I mean,
Nice.
right. And I never thought I could do it because prior, I wasn't a decorative person. I really wasn't.
I am so far from it, but I wanted to introduce you to my sister, KD.
Yes.
Okay,
So
because
when she said
she
that about the
does
bedding,
that.
when she
This
said that
is
about the
what
bedding
she
in my head, I'm
does.
thinking like, oh, I need to try to do that now for my bedroom.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because that's like so. I love stuff like that.
And I can't wait till she comes to my house so she can see
Yes.
all the things that I need.
Every
because-
little, because it takes that little thing
Yeah.
that makes everything pop.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the other thing too is, and I think as people of color, we are least responsible when it comes to spending money.
Yeah.
Facts.
And so you want these desires, but we don't look at the ways to do it. As a single parent,
Right.
I didn't have an other half there. I'm not going to shortchange what I need to be the way I need it to be. So I'm
Right.
going to find different ways to deliver that same quality.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
And it
Yeah.
ain't with a sugar daddy.
Nice.
I'm sorry,
quality.
what?
It ain't with a sugar daddy.
But would you like a sugar daddy?
know
Wait,
about
would you
that.
like a sugar daddy? Because we do have a new segment that we want to introduce to Phyas Playhouse called Shoot Your Shot.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
When are we streaming that? So I
Okay,
can come
so
extra
next
polished.
Sunday.
Oh my God.
Will you be our guest host if you're available?
You want me to come back and do
We need you to come
Extra
back. Like, oh
polished.
my gosh, this energy
Or
is like
sugar
through the
daddies.
roof.
Yeah.
Sugar daddies, whoever. Well, listen, look, shoot
My
your
father's
shot.
spitting in his grave. Girl, I told you don't use your genetics.
Shoot your shot.
And
It will be
absolutely,
the
why not?
way that our men and women can introduce themselves and shoot their shot to date
That'd be
a
interesting.
guest.
I can't do online dating.
That's why we have
I've
shoot
tried.
your shot.
So-
Girl, run
No,
for
people
your life.
know who I
it's
am,
horrible.
so it's really kind
That's
of
why we have
bad.
shoot your shot. So
Yeah, I don't
so
like it.
if not this Sunday, then another
No,
Sunday.
that
we
sounds- I'll be
definitely
with you
want to have you
on
back.
Sunday.
Yes, we want to have you back so that we can encourage people to shoot their shot
I think that'd be
with
fun.
KD Wilson and Priscilla Hemingway, and maybe
Oh, you can't be left out of this.
Firestorm.
No, Fire's gonna join us.
so. Cheers to that. Then I want to. Oh,
Cheers.
somebody needs a
We did-
pour.
I need a
Somebody
pour.
needs a pour.
I need a pour.
Let's pour. So now what I'm going to share to you. Oh,
You did it.
I did do it.
It's okay.
Everybody's clapping. Clap for me, please. Okay. Sorry, love.
It's okay, baby.
Okay, we'll get that up. I want to share with you this new technique that I did find because I do sometimes allow multiple things to distract me from the things that I need to do. So I came across this great technique called the Pomodoro technique.
Yes.
Have you heard of it?
You were explaining some of
Yeah.
it. You said you had to
So
wait.
so here's the gist of it. So you set your clock to work 25 minutes without distraction on one thing. Okay? One thing. And then you take a 5-minute break after you dedicate 25 minutes to that one thing. And then you come back to dedicate another 25 minutes to that one thing. Okay? So that's 25 and 25. And you take a 5-minute break and then another 5-minute break. That gives you an hour worth of
That's good.
completing the mission.
I just got to make sure I don't start something in that 5 minutes. It takes me more than 5 minutes to finish because then I haven't.
So this segment is the new artist spotlight segment, and we're going to shine a light on our new artists. I'm here with my co-host, Miss Prissy, in the building. Miss Prissy?
Hi guys, nice to meet you.
Yep. So we're excited for our new artist spotlight. We have Nique in the building. Give a round of applause for Nique. Whoop, 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 whoop. And he's supported by his brother, Ka. It's always nice to have support from your family when it comes to breaking into an industry or starting your skill. Nique, how long have you been in this business?
I've been in this business like maybe I say 4 years now.
4 years?
4 years.
Mm-hmm. 4 years. Where are you from?
I'm from Rosedale, Queens.
Rosedale, Queens. Queens get the money. Ka, introduce yourself.
Kai, Nique brother. I've been here from when he started. I just try to tell him keep up with his dreams and keep going. Keep pursuing. That's all really.
What inspires you to keep going?
What inspires me to keep going right now is my son, really. But
How old is your son?
he's 2 months.
2 months. He's brand spanking new. Let's give a round of applause for that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. So talk to us a little bit about how hip hop found you.
How hip hop found me, really, it's always been a part of my life. Like it didn't really find me. It's just always been there, I guess.
How? Why do you say that?
Because I don't know. I listen to a lot. Well, not only me, but when I was younger, my parents listened to a lot of music, a lot of 50 Cent,
Okay.
different types of things.
Okay. So you were influenced by your parents' taste of hip hop?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that like? What kind of like what type of hip hop music did they play? Like name some of the artists. We heard 50 Cent.
Yeah,
Of
my dad
course,
used
you're
to
from
play a lot of
Queens.
50 Cent.
Yep.
My grandmother and my TT, she used to play a lot of. They used to play a lot of Lil Wayne.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Your
that's
grandma played Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
Shout
she
out
really-
to Graham.
Play.
That's what's up.
Grandma
Nah,
outside.
yeah, wait, she gonna get at me for this, so I gotta put it in there. My softer, my fault, not my
Yeah,
grandmother.
about to
My
say.
softer.
Your what?
My softer.
Softa. What's that?
It means grandmother.
Oh, grandmother. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so you know some Lil Wayne music, you
Yeah.
know 50 Cent music. So who on the radio right now would you say is an inspiration to you? Who's out there today that's doing it for you?
I would say that inspires me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Young Boy. I listen to a lot of Young Boy.
Okay.
Young
Nobody
Boy.
in this room knows who that is. No, I know. That's Young Boy NBA,
Yeah,
right?
NBA
Yeah,
Young
Young
Boy,
Boy
yeah.
NBA. I know a little something. Okay, Young Boy NBA.
You probably won't know him. Well, currently right now, like, cause when I listen to music, I listen to music like, I listen to like one artist a lot at like one time, like, or the same songs a lot. I don't know. It's just how I like to listen to music. But I listen to a lot of Hurricane Wisdom right now. Y'all probably don't know who he is.
No,
but
we
y'all
don't,
will.
but maybe
Yeah,
our
he makes
viewers
some
do.
good songs,
Hurricane
yeah.
Wisdom. Okay.
A lot of that.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of No Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
I'm shaking my head. Okay. I don't know who these people are, but that's okay. But this is how it works, right?
Yeah.
You are of the Gen Z generation, right? Gen Z. And you have a different taste and interest in music than people in my generation. So hip hop is not ours and hip hop is not yours, but it's all about blending it together and growing it to the next level. That's what I love about hip hop. Wouldn't you agree, Prissy?
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who'd you listen to growing up?
Right now, I was listening to the same like Lil Wayne, but Meek Mill was heavy on my roster
Still today?
still to today.
See, us in our
going with
generation,
that.
we have a different take on that. But go
Yeah.
ahead, come on with it.
Okay.
I try to listen to new music. I listen to Hurricane too. He has
Okay.
a lot of nice tracks out right now. I'm just a music person. I listen to all type of. So I really don't discriminate on no.
Very nice, very nice. So now I want to touch on the dynamics of your brother, right, and how you support him in his world, right? He's solely dedicated to hip hop, right? I'm assuming. I've
Yeah.
heard your music. Amazing. We're going to get into that in a little while. But how do you support your brother in making sure that his energy is up for what he needs to do when it comes to hip hop? And not also getting distracted, because there are a lot of distractors, right? When you're set on a course for success, things can come and distract you. How do you, as his older brother, keep him in the right space and place?
Honestly, it's no keeping him in the right space. I say his head is in the right direction with everything, so we sort of like help each other because we both have our own situations that we depend on each other for. So it's more like with him with his
That's
music.
beautiful.
I make sure his head's on the place with that. Mine's like with outside things. He makes sure I'm cool. So it's just more like a bond. So like I said, it's really
Brothers.
it's more than
I
just a
love
brother.
that.
shit,
That's
so.
so beautiful. What does your brother's support mean to you?
It means a lot, cause like you don't really have a lot of people that genuinely support you when you really starting off too. So it's like to have somebody that genuinely supports you and be there for everything. It's cool.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So tell me about your process when it comes to you writing music. Where do you have to be mentally, emotionally? Like, what is that or like, is it just like?
I don't really have like a process. I don't really sit down and like listen to a beat and just write to it and stuff like that. Like I go through my day and I listen to beats and then like I'll think of a line or something like that and I write it down and then I go back to it later and try to lay it down or something like that. But I don't really like sit down and write that much anymore.
Okay, so it just flows.
Yeah.
Naturally. That's a gift, you know.
Yeah.
Do you understand that's a gift?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
That's a real compliment, too.
let's get into this music. What song do we want to play first?
Oh, my bad. This
I don't
first,
know.
my bad. This first song is Guitar Sessions. FarFromAverage Nique is out on YouTube right now. You can tune in. It's a video as well with Frank Beats. So, yeah,
Who's the producer?
Frank Beats.
Frank Beats is the producer. Okay. All right. Let's give it a listen.
Grinding every day, but sometimes I'm feeling aimless. Keep it solid stainless. Keep on flipping pages in this book of life until the story ends. By the time I promise I'ma do more than that.
It's very beautiful.
No more than M's.
Can you hear it?
It could take a year or two, or it could take 15, but as long as you dedicated, promise you will do big things. Else turn the lessons, but assume me many blessings. Else I was stressing while I smoke up every session. Felt I was digressing, but I really was progressing. Whole circle full of winners, while I sleep, we be chefing. That's why we should gon' eat, we gon' feast, start at breakfast. Like, no, you can't be lunching, gotta keep your mind on something. Brokey telling me that you gon' get it off the punching, but I got days where I feel like I won't amount to nothing. But I gotta make it, so my son to know that we ain't basic. Don't wanna get stuck at this job, no. Like that shit is dead in our prime. Months. I've been working on my hurt, so only beats I'm hurt though. Can't go in reverse, no. Universal. Universal.
Very beautiful. What type of hip hop do you consider that? Because go.
I don't really.
They have don't they have a category for that type of hip hop?
I don't really know what to call it because it's just guitar, so I don't really know.
But it's like you're singing too, like you're very
so
melodic.
Like melodic rap, yeah.
Melodic rap, exactly. That's what that's called. Yeah, that's a different style of rap. Well, they actually gave it a name. I mean, when you think about melodic rap from our generation, I mean, there are plenty. Like I would consider Drake like a melodic rapper, right? Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
So that's beautiful. So what inspired you to write that song?
Really, it was just like I kind of came to an understanding with myself that things are gonna happen when they're supposed to. So like you have to really just keep doing what you're doing, and then you're gonna reach where you gotta go.
Being persistent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful lesson. And not everybody gets it at the age that you got it at. Understand that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So in the song you mentioned, there's a line in there I just heard about how you wanted to make sure your son knows that y'all are not basic.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that line?
I want to make sure my son know that we ain't basic. Yeah.
That hit me hard because I just told my son last week that he's exceptional and to stop thinking that he's basic. So that really hit hard. What'd you think about the music?
Absolutely love it. I love the beat. I would say that, keep going hard. And like one of the things, working hard and dedication, that's the key to success.
Yeah. Being persistent.
Being persistent.
Yeah. Let's hear another one.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to your producer too.
Absolutely.
I mean, the music is so well produced. Can we hear another one?
This next one is gonna be Goodbye.
I kind of made the hookup for that one on my own before I heard it. So this is the official Goodbye.
I started performing on stages, now there's nothing I'd rather be doing. I saw triple threes when I made this, so I'm on the right path, so let's do it. I'm trying to get big, have rap influence. Put my name on the map through the music, and more NYB back to exclusive. Ain't no comparing a massive to it, even though it feel like a massive to it. We don't cap in the music, this is my passion, I prove it. Y'all better start checking the stats, how I'm moving. My goals don't get in, ain't no winning and losing. Stack it up, add it up, flip it, I'm moving. I'm wearing the mountains, away from the full. I wanna get rich, every day I'll be cool. Gotta get on my shit, ain't no waiting for movement. I like to be alone quite oftenly. Ain't worried about hoes, cause they on for me. Potholes in the street, so I get to start walking. Might jump in if the right hoes calling me. Fuck that, gotta get this shit all of me. My made up shit ain't no stalling me. You know I'm the shit while she stalking me. I'm with you out, please not talk to me. My mama's who blown them detached, but forever attached in the rise. They saying, oh, this nigga died. So bro, no moving them kites, cause we soon get little for rap. Fucking that bitch from the back, you know I'm pulling the trash.
My son would love it. Yeah, I love
it. Playing more in the map. I got my brothers, no need for new dash, that's fast.
So
we gon' be swerving the sky. No regular niggas, no cash.
Give us the backdrop on that one.
So really, with this song, I made it. I was like, so when I first I performed like little shows and stuff like that, sometimes like open mics and stuff like that. So really, when I was like first started performing, like it just felt like it was the right thing to do, So that was really just the inspiration behind it.
So you're natural.
Mm-hmm. Flow so just naturally through you.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in? I'm gonna say the end of 2025.
I feel like by the end of 2025, I should be at least an established artist. Like I'm not gonna say the biggest in the world because
why not?
Things take time. I mean, like yeah, it could happen, but I like for me like I really try to reach the short term goals first, and then to get to the long term goal type thing.
Absolutely.
Did he say short term goals?
Yes.
At his age, what planet are you from?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Short term goals. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So are you doing shows?
Yeah, small shows like open mics and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you have a show coming up?
Not right now,
You
but
will soon.
Yeah, but there's It's open mic in Long Island, Oceanside. Play with Rocks at Play with Rocks. It's earwax sessions and stuff like that. So you guys will be able to go. It's therapy sessions. My bad. Therapy sessions with Play with Rocks.
Play with Rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's where people can see you.
Yeah, they can see me there. They can see a whole bunch of artists there.
But where can people find you on Instagram and all that stuff?
At Nique.ffa on Instagram.
Okay, we'll put that at the bottom. Nique.ffa. Okay, brother Ka. Where can people find you?
My Instagram is AMOKA. That's really the main platform that I'll be on.
Okay, so singing isn't your thing. Rapping isn't your thing. What is it that you do?
Support.
Outside of supporting your brother, what is it that you do?
Support and live life. Really.
Live life, yeah.
That's
Okay.
really it. Like,
Okay.
but we do have a clothing brand as well that we looking to get forward again. AMO Clothing. You can follow that on Instagram too. AMOclothing.20.
What does AMO stand for?
A million options.
A million options.
Definitely.
That's what everybody has, right? A million options.
Basically, and that's definitely like the meaning behind it.
Is
so,
it?
Yeah, that's something that we look on like as we talk. It basically just mean like you have a million options of like which way you want to go. It's your decision. So that's basically what we refer to when we look back.
Yeah, and I say that to my son all the time. You can choose the red pill or the blue pill, right? There, you have options out here.
A lot.
That's beautiful.
So
I love
many
that.
different ways you could go in life. Like
That's amazing. Your parents are doing and have done a great job with you guys. Really good.
I
So
agree.
what type of articles can people expect from AMO?
Bro, right now we have shirts that we had really like worked on. I meant to bring it with me. But, like I said,
You guys owe me a shirt.
we was rushing. We want to be on
I know,
time.
it's all good. Don't worry. Yeah.
But you can go on Instagram and you see it.
Okay, nice.
But right now, like I said, my main thing is like supporting. Like so everything is really like on hold. As long as he's doing his music and he's progressing with that, that's really like the main focus. So
That's amazing.
that's everything.
What does it feel like to have so much support from your family? Like, just take a minute.
it feels good because I know a lot of people don't have that.
They don't have that. They don't have that.
at all.
And they're trying to put a team together, and then you come across people who just, they're opportunists, right? And they don't have your best interests at heart. But when you can involve your entire family in your journey to success,
That's a dream come true. Literally.
isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Is there anything else you want to share?
I have a tape dropping. That's probably coming like the end of the month. I'll probably say I'm gonna say October 30th. I'm gonna shoot for October 30th. It's gonna be called Unique. I feel like this is gonna be the best tape yet because I'm really putting like my all onto this shit.
Why now versus then?
I feel like well, when I was younger, I would say it was more so like I was doing it for like fun, you know, just doing it just because. But now I feel I want to do it as like a career. So
Reality.
it's like I really got to do it. And reality, yeah, you're right. Reality really setting in right now too about like having to, you know, grow up and do what you got to do, and you got to find out where you really want to go. So I'm trying to really work to get there.
Yeah, and you have reasons.
Yeah.
You have reasons. That's beautiful. Well, shout out to you, Nique. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for coming through. Please, again, give everyone your handles on social media and where they can find you and follow you, as well as YouTube.
Okay. At Nique.ffa on Instagram. You can find me FarFromAverage Nique, all platforms. I got a bunch of videos on YouTube. I got like
Subscribe.
3-4 tapes out now too. So just tune in. That's it. You
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. You
Yeah.
will
Like
see us soon.
subscribe.
Yes,
You heard
definitely,
him.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Right.
Can I give your information as
You
well?
can find me on Instagram at AMOKA. You can follow the clothing page, AMO Clothing 20. Like and subscribe. Everything on YouTube, out on all platforms. FarFromAverage Nique.
Awesome. And shout out to your very cool, very fly parents. We appreciate you.
Definitely.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you.
Awesomeness. It's like,
Yeah, we
no,
can get you with the
open in it because
champagne.
this is a
open
big
in it.
to do, Mondo.
What? It has the cork in it. So when you
Yeah, so
open the
just
piece,
open it
it's
and
really
just
easy.
pull.
Turn it.
Look,
You just
wait.
take the foil.
I got it. Mondo, open the foil and then you hold the bottle like this and then you pull. You pull.
I can't. Why can't we get off that show?
That's all
Always
you do,
on that
Mondo.
show.
Pillow talk.
That's all you do. All right?
You didn't instruct him to turn the hand while it
You
goes
can
up.
twist. You can twist and turn, Mondo. No, you have to do it. You twist and turn and pull. Just twist and pull, Mondo. I'm sure you've done this before.
Oh my goodness.
That's not good. This is the first time.
Phya's Playhouse in the building. IMI Studios. Shout out to Mondo. Thank you to Randy for providing the sizzle.
Thank you, Randy.
Love.
What goes on here now?
You pull that off.
Pull the wire up.
Pull that off. There you go. Okay, now you pull and twist, baby. Pull and twist.
Is this gonna fly to the ceiling?
No,
It's
it's not
gone.
because you're going to hold it. The
You
bottle
gonna
hasn't
pop
been
that
shooken.
weasel, baby.
This is first.
That wasn't bad at all.
Perfect. See,
I
you're
told you you've done this
natural.
before.
He's a natural.
I think you should do this a little more often.
Yeah.